Too late again. We always seem to be a bit late. Why is that? Well, let's check this place out and find out where he's headed.
Alright guys, Bludger Boy here to play some more Ratchet Clank 2. Oh my god, my throat is like really congested right now. It's really bad. I don't know why that won't go away. I think my immune system is dead. I don't think it's gone. Maybe I have AIDS. That'd be horrible. The first virgin to ever, well, probably not the first virgin, but a virgin with AIDS. That just sounds wasteful. You didn't even get to be irresponsible with your sexual practice and you still got AIDS. I guess condoms just don't matter. I need more ammunition, so... Oh god, they're still shooting me. Oh good, they can't reach me from here. Oh, I can actually buy another weapon. What we got? Mini turret gun, seeker gun, oh, they're useless. Fuck it, we'll buy both of them. I need more weapons to use. I think I'll actually change the quick select for a moment because I don't need either of these things for now. Put some weapons in here. Oh, hold on. I can put something up there. Thinking on the next level I've got to use this one. So, man, quite excited. Uni's nearly over. A few days and it'll be all over for this year. Probably gonna get called in or interviewed or emailed or whatever for skipping the classes that I have, but fuck 'em. I've got my reasons. I haven't skipped for no reason. Thinking of what classes to do next year, I don't know. Like, obviously I've got some mandatory ones I have to do. The writing-based ones, but... thinking what else could I use to fill that void? I would do philosophy, but I think... since I've... oh, I will need a gadget here. Crap. Since I didn't really do the philosophy course last year... out of laziness... one of the courses I did basically skip because I was too lazy to do the work. I'm probably not going to be welcome back there ever again. So I was thinking maybe maths. Like I actually miss maths. Like maths in high school. Differential calculus. The other type of calculus, which I forget, which is like induction. Not induction. It's not induction. Induction's like completely different. There's a word, and maybe I'll think of it, but I don't know what it is at the moment. It starts with I, I'm sure of it. Integral calculus. Integrating shit. Yeah, that's the opposite of differential calculus. All right. That and like coordinate geometry, circle geometry, trigonometry. Trigonometry was never something I enjoyed doing, but oh, this guy's fucked. Come at me, dumbass. You'd think that the cannon on that ship would be able to fire further than a fucking handheld sniper rifle, but no. Megacorp is a cheap... oh no, Thugs for Less is a cheap company. Although I wouldn't be surprised given Megacorp's name and the probable nature of that that title parodying mega corporations. Oh god. Turn around. There we go. There was a dynamo thing somewhere. And I forget where it is. I think what I'll do is I'll clear all this first and then do it, because otherwise it'll be tricky. Yeah, I was thinking, I was thinking like maths. What? That's weird, by the way, that I say ow when my character gets hit. It's not like the force feedback in the DualShock is so strong that it actually hurts your hand. That'll probably be the next pinnacle of gaming. Like you actually you're so immersed in the world that the reality is so strong, or the illusion of the virtual world is so so strong and so immersive that you actually become the character and you actually begin to feel the pain that character feels. And then we'll get all kinds of new self-torture techniques. I can imagine the US government would want to get their hands on the new version of Manhunt fairly quickly if that ever happened. They could have lots of fun in Guantanamo. Shit. Why isn't it equipping the things that I say I want it to equip? Will I be able to get this? Because I don't have the charge boots. I have to run like a motherfucker. Anyway, classes that I wanted to take. Like, yeah, I was thinking about maths or something like that. I don't think they just have maths as a class. Advanced maths or general maths or extension maths like they had in high school. I think it'd be more specific than that, which could be good, but it also kind of... Whoa! Oh, there's a switch. You are trapped in here forever. I've lured you in with my collectible item, and now you will never leave. Well, you could just, you know, reload the file, but you don't want to reload the file, because then you have to start at the beginning. Shit, whoa! Now he's got something going. Uh-oh. There we go. I was wondering if I could do, like, just a math selective, just to break the tedium. Because I was talking with a friend last night on Facebook, and we were talking about, like, not, like, the differences between high school and uni and the things we missed about it. And one of the things was having that variety of classes that you just don't have anymore. All my classes are humanities-based, text-based, reading and writing. It's like, I just want some math problems, you know. I even stuck mathematical stuff in one of the poems I'm writing for the writing class, so I'm evidently wanting to do it.
Well, a quick visit to Slim's wouldn't cost us much time. Or maybe we should check out that chemical factory. Someone inside might know where the thief was headed.
How do they know it's a chemical factory? I don't know how they came across that information. Like there's a big sign that says big ass chemical factory right here. This is the entrance to the big ass chemical factory. They could have it like around the end, big ass chemi, or big ass CHE, then have the M, the Megacorp logo, then have ICL factory. But no, they don't tell you anything. And it's not like chemical factories have a distinctive look about them. You could gather it's a factory, but I mean, even then, like, it's just a big fucking building. I also love this, how the door just happens to be a bolt crank. Like, why? Is this what they use to lock things now? This just seems so primitive compared to, say, a digital lock. Like, all the technology they have in this game when they're unlocking things with bolt cranks, it's just really weird. Makes no sense to me. I'm also looking forward to the end of uni because I've got a few ORF events coming up, GTA events. And one of them's hosted by... I don't know if he's my best friend. Not that I have a best friend on this forum, but a really good friend of mine who's also in uni, like in a different country, in the UK, but he had to leave ORF to focus on uni, and now he's coming back just for a week to host an event. And he's also co-hosting my event, so we basically have two events together, one after the other. 2 days, 2 events. Right after uni ends, for me. That is just going to be sick. Because events... I always enjoy events with him, and people say that when we host events together, it's just really good. Like, my birthday event I hosted with him. Most of the events I have hosted recently, I have hosted with him in some way. So, should be really fun. It's always good hosting events with him. And he's one of the few people on that fucking board who just does not argue. There's lots of conflict going on that board right now. Completely unnecessary conflict that just doesn't need to exist. Like, I was in an event yesterday, like an unofficial one. And basically what's happened is, you might have seen a few videos, a few ORF videos if you do watch them, where we've had a modder, like a guy who has a trainer on the PS3 version of GTA 4 and the Ballad of Gay Tony. Now, he got banned for pissing around with mods and abusing the mods to troll people and stuff. And when they found out, when the moderators of the board, the forum itself, found out that there were mods being used on the PS3, they immediately created a rule, basically saying if you abuse mods on either console, you're permabanned. That's it. No chances, no second chances, nothing. If you abuse the mods to fuck around, you are banned. He then abused them and got banned. So nothing out of the not necessarily out of the ordinary, but nothing unexpected has happened. You know, he reaped the consequences of his actions as they were written down. You know. And they had to make that rule in the first place because they learned he was fucking around with mods. So they made that rule in the hope that he would stop, but he didn't give a shit if he was banned, so he was banned. Right? So he couldn't join official events anymore, and he could not... he can't make events, he can't visit the forum, he can't do anything. His access to the forum is completely and totally disabled. Now, this is coming from someone who hosted an event recently. The Busted event that I hosted. I don't know when it was. Probably about a month ago, I'd say. He was fucking around with those mods. He was making it real difficult for me to host. So... it's not like they're pulling this out of their asses. They're serious. He is pissing about with them. He's allowed to piss about with them in his own time, but not in our events, because we need the organization to keep things moving. And he was disrupting my event so much that he eventually just left. Like, he was complaining that it was boring, because we were playing the same game mode over and over again, when it was clearly advertised as an event where the same game mode would be played over and over again. It was a fucking tournament. What did you expect? Like, seriously? I don't understand. It's just completely immature. Right? So he was banned. Let's call him Guy A. In an event yesterday, Guy A was hosting an unofficial event, which he can do. Because it's not tied to the forum, so he can host events if he wants and invite the people from the forum. That's fine. No problem. And later down the track, Guy B and Guy C come along. Now, Guy B and Guy C are more or less in an alliance. Whenever they argue, whenever they fight together. They're on the modder's side, and they don't believe he should have been banned. Even though, you know, I was there seeing him abuse the mods, and I've gotten multiple reports of him abusing the mods from other people who I do trust. People who have no reason to lie. Now, the guy who was basically the head of, well, not the head, but the guy reporting him the hardest to the admins of the forum. I won't say moderators, because then you've got modder and moderators, and I can shorten that to mods, and you'll get confused. The admins of the forum were receiving messages from Guy D, who was reporting them quite a bit and trying to get the modder banned. And he succeeded. He's banned now. Guy B and Guy C now hate Guy D and just have this fucking vendetta against him now for no apparent reason. And in this event yesterday, Guy B and Guy C show up, and Guy B says, you know, good job, Guy A, on trolling Guy D. It's like, when did he troll him? When was that? I don't recall that. Because from what I heard, the modder apologized to Guy D. And Guy D said, alright then, I accept your apology. So maybe that was complete bullshit. I don't know. The modder didn't say anything. Guy A didn't say anything. So, it was just Guy B and Guy C there talking with me. And I'm basically just asking questions. What happened? What's going on? What the hell are you talking about? They're calling Guy D a smart-ass, fat fuck, and this, that, and the other. I'm like, what the hell is your problem with him? Now, Guy C goes, alright, I'll explain. I made a signature saying that the GTA event was stale. And Guy D made fun of it, or Guy D, you know, talked about it, or some crap. He made a comment and he didn't understand what I meant when I wrote my signature, and he's just acting ignorant, he's a smartass, making smartass comments, and he hates everybody, blah 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 blah. Things like completely unsubstantiated bullshit that just doesn't add up to the guy that I've known for quite a while now. Quite a while. Where are those coming from? Oh god. Seriously, man? I'm surprised the shotgun has led me this far. It's usually a weapon I don't consider to be very good. But it's really kicking ass here. Why does it keep going to the swing shot? You can freeze this and I don't know why. That was completely... Ooh, does that mean it'll like... Oh, well... I guess it doesn't, but... Technically it should overflow and flood. Just a matter of time. Ratchet the hardcore prankster. Hold on a minute. Oh no, you do go up here. No. Hold on, come back. So... Where was I in the story? Guy C... Yeah, Guy C is now basically saying all these things about Guy D that I don't believe and don't see evidence for. Whoa, shit. Oh, no. There we go. All these things I just don't believe and don't see any evidence for, right? Now, upon going back and finding the comment that Guy D made about Guy C's signature, all he was doing was criticizing it. Like, legitimately criticizing it. He said that the signature said, like, these events are stale. And he's like, well, the events are stale, why don't you make your own? Which, to me, is a valid complaint. You can break this, too. You can make it say have different sounds. Oh, gotta break the last one. Yeah, now you're just a big penis. Anyway, making the world a better place, one cock at a time. So he's basically complaining about being criticized, which makes no sense to me. He's just butthurt about being legitimately criticized. Now, in fairness, Guy D has gone off at people recently for doing things that they really shouldn't have been gone off at for. He actually recently caused one guy to leave the forum because he was, you know, so he's not completely out of the... He's not completely immune to criticism of his character or his actions, but at the same time, calling him a smart-ass fat fuck means nothing. It just means nothing at all. And I can't understand why it needs to come down to that level of name calling, and that's just an excuse to just you know, treat him like shit. And if he's treating people like shit, then you treat him like shit. Are you not doing the exact same thing that he's doing? Now, Guy D has left the forum for a while. He said he's... And I don't think he's aware of what these guys said. I'm aware of what they said because I recorded it with my capture card, so they don't know that. Unless they're watching this right now. But anyway, I don't really care. My point is, really, it doesn't matter what they're saying, they're perpetuating a completely pointless argument that doesn't need to exist. They're just calling each other names. Or rather, Guy C is calling Guy D names. And just continuing to call him names, and that's it. That's all that's happening. The really strange thing is that Guy... Oh, what's his name? Guy B. The guy in league with Guy C. One of the guys, you know, calling Guy D a fat fuck and blah blah blah, signed up to an event today from this guy who left the forum due to Guy D's actions. It's made quite clear by the fact that his username is like white. If your username is white, that person does not have an active account anymore. And it was discussed quite openly that he had not... He was gone. He signed up to this event after the guy leaves, and people posting the thing going, God, you're stupid, you know, duh. The guy's left, duh, duh, duh. And then he quoted all these, and one of them, like, called him... He had that picture from Tropic Thunder. You just went full retard. And the guy who signed up, like Guy B, quoted all these and then said, you don't say. He had the you don't say meme. Like, I just found that weird. Is he calling himself a retard? So I just said, oh, that's strange, you're calling yourself a retard. And then he messaged me, and then he left like a comment there saying, oh, don't make smart-ass comments. I'd rather you didn't make smart-ass comments, I'm tired, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, first of all, it's not a smart-ass comment to me. And even if it is a smart-ass comment, you labeling it a smart-ass comment doesn't really change the fact that I just criticized you for something you did that I just found silly. It's just a joke. Get over it, you know. I don't care how tired you are, just grow up and deal with it. And second, you have no right to be telling me... Let's go to the ship shack. You have no right to be telling me that I can't imply or assert the fact that you're a retard when you're calling other people smart-ass fat fucks. Okay? If you're allowed to use hyperbole to call other people names, I'm allowed to use hyperbole to call you other people names. And, again, I didn't call you a retard. Someone else did. And you admitted to it. So, what the fuck are you complaining about? I don't care how tired you are. Right? And I'm not going to hold this against this guy. This is the main thing. They hold it against him and they continue to call him a smart-ass fat fuck, this Guy D. They continue it. They just continue and perpetuate the hate for no reason. Which is what I hate. It's just pointless. And I don't go around calling people names. I didn't call him a retard. But you have no right to complain about being called a retard when you call other people retards. Or when you call other people smart-ass fat fucks when... The fact that they're fat means nothing. Fat fuck is just an exacerbation of the fat thing, which means nothing. And smart-ass is just some label you've just decided to attribute him with. Or to attribute to him in order to validify your completely unbased hatred. So... They're not the kind of people who... Like, Guy B and C aren't the guys who start arguments, but they perpetuate them for no reason, and it's just retarded. So anyway, if that made any sense to you, go buy yourself something really expensive. Like, steal someone's money and go buy yourself something real expensive because you deserve it. So, anyway, I'm going to go freeze my ass off, and I'll catch you guys later.